Hello everyone, I'm Tony Bays and this is special. So what I have in hand is the BBG-24 0G DX set, really in pristine condition. Whoever got this just decided to wrap it really well, and I don't see a hint of a scratch or anything on this. Really neat, and if you are into competitive, this is a must have set. So if you're doing MFP standard, then there is no way you should be missing out on this one. Plenty of useful parts, as you can see there, that will come in handy in various formats, and I am still in awe of this packaging as it is. So we try to open this up, right, and I am struggling a bit with this, as you can see, but kudos to the guy who came up and packed this up for the last, I will say, a decade or close to a decade. And this is me just fast forwarding the entire unboxing process. There you go, as neat as one can be. So you have the common Zirago, Balro, and the rest that come really handy in terms of attack combos. Then once I take the tape out, I don't do that so well, but here we have it. And finally, we'll be taking out the first box out, which is not the set as it is, but part of the set. So I'm struggling with that as well. But what I do get is the sticker sheet first. So really nice combinations on these one. They almost look like the Koro Koro exclusive stickers, but not quite. But I still like them. I'm not gonna use them now. I'm just gonna set them aside. I'll just show this one little the manual that comes with it. Nothing fancy, but there you go. Really new in condition. And as you open them up, you can see all the six chrome wheels that you get as well as the parts. So I'll set that aside and get to the next bit, which is the box. The box has a regular tool, as you can see, and a few parts. So as far as I remember, it's T125 FS, I guess, 230 and WSF. So here's 230. So if you're looking for a decent combo with 230 on it, for some reason, go for it. Next up, we have, I think it is FS. Yeah, it is FS. Flat sharp, I guess it's called. Not really competitive or useful in any way. I don't know why it exists in this set. So next up, we'll be taking out the white semi-flat. So this comes usually with SA165 white semi-flat in the Acha Goil price bay, but you can get it here as well. And lastly, we have T125. So this you must have seen this with Scythe Chronos in the past. And we'll take out this lonely tool as usual. It sees no use, is just a pylon that keeps on happening with every bay that you buy, especially if it's NIB or in NIP condition. So moving on, we'll take out the main set. As you can see, some really amazing parts in there that'll come in handy for 0G as well as MFB standard. Right. Still, apart from Salamanda and maybe even Griff, I have like everything else is quite useful to an extent in terms of chrome wheats. So firstly, I'll take out this. What I like about the backdrop is the illustration made over here. It's really well defined. Not the usual style you see in Beyblade, but it's really nice to look at. So here we have the set. This is a faithful for Zirago or Girago. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Then there is Balro. I like the design on this. It's very simple yet funky, which is a theme with a lot of these faceable designs. There is Afraid. Alright. So now we're going to see me struggle with taking off these parts. So first to go out is, I guess this is Downforce 145. Again, not really the best part when it comes to attack type combos, I guess. But here's something that's important: SA165. One of the best parts for stamina type combos and spin stealers as well. So this is called the skirt down mode. And once you take it out and you flip it across, it's the skirt up mode. That's what they chose. Don't blame me. That's how it goes. Mm, so this is one part that you really need if you want to get into competitive. So highly recommended. Next up is gear circle flat. So this usually comes with E230 GCF in the Thief Phoenix or Price Bay, but you can get it here as well. And here again, I cannot recollect if it is FS or which part. Okay, this is whole flat here. So not really important again. And as you can see in the background, I am struggling to take out all the other remaining parts, and there I go. So these are the struggles of trying to record an unboxing video. But here we have WA130, again pretty useless. mm, what I do feel is that these sets, especially the attack one, the BBG-24, lacks parts with RF. This is SWD, so you get it first in Fusion Hades. Again, not really something to write about, so I just set it aside. Next, taking off these chrome wheels. Them falling off was just painful to hear, but I guess sometimes when you have to make these unboxing videos, you have to make some sacrifices. So first of all is the Ifraid one. Okay, nothing fancy. Then there is Griff. Again, I don't see any use for it, so I'll set that aside again. And the Salamanda, just like the previous two, this chrome wheel does not see a lot of uses. So again, it will see itself somewhere in the pile of parts that I have. Alright, so moving on. Okay, so we have Archer. I think it's called Gargoyle. Yeah, it's called Gargoyle, the chrome wheel. Again, not a lot of use on this. So this set is pretty weak when it comes to usable chrome wheels. But coming to these, so there's Girago. Works really well in defensive and anti-spin steel combos for me. Pristine condition, I'll be using it probably with Revisor and sometimes with Dragoon as well. Lastly, this is Balro. So again, Balro S130 R2F, really good combo for attack types. So let's assemble some of them. So this is Gargoyle Ifraid. That's right. SA165. It goes on top. Then comes the face board. In this case, I think it's called something else. It's called the stone face, right? Even though it's not made of stone or metal either, but that's how it goes. And to add to it, there's gear circle flat, and that's the recommended combo or the highlighted combo in the set. So I'll be making changes later on, but that's how it stays for now. So I'll be assembling these combos as they are mentioned in the set. So moving on, we have I think this is Saramanda Balro. Yeah, this is Saramanda Balro. And again, none of these combos are really competitive that they have highlighted. I just decided to assemble them as they are. So this was with the this was with DF145. Again, not the most fascinating combos, but I do like the stone face with the Balro. So that goes in. And finally, we have SWD here. So you can see these combos make no sense, they're not good or viable competitively, but I decided to assemble them and just keep them aside for the time being. Next up we have Zirago, and I believe it is Griff that's left. So Griff Zirago, right? So there you go. Getting these sets was very difficult, to be honest, but we made it, so I'm glad I have them. And I can test a lot of competitive with them as well as take part in tournaments whenever they happen. It's usually me hosting them in Mumbai, so that's that for now. Hopefully, we can expand and get more people to play MFB because that's a format I like and a lot of people do. So, yeah, so there's hope, I guess. This is one WA Wing Attack 130 with hole flat, previously seen on Thermal Asserter, but now it's a bit different, but still useless as it is. So summing up, I like the set as a whole, but I do regret not having a rubber flat or any other competitive part when it comes to attack. because these are parts that are alright, but nothing to write home about. So they just be set aside in one corner, and that'll be it for them. So these are the combos from the BBG-24 DX set. Hope you like them. I certainly liked unboxing them, but it did take a lot of time and effort to take them out. So have fun.